We're in conversation with MMRDA Commissioner Dr. Sanjay Mukherjee, and he's really the man for Mumbai, the man on which Mumbai has its eyes as a city awaits better infrastructure development and quicker infrastructure development. Thanks so much, sir, for joining us for this quick conversation. Where do I even start? Because so many projects and so many hopes up there, right? Let's start by understanding some of the big numbers that are already out in public domain. I think 12,000 crores, recently there were reports that is the kind of the amount that's going to be put to work as the MMRDA, goes on with a whole host of projects, including metros, including urban infrastructure projects. So just lay out some of the key numbers for us for the next 1 to 2 years.
Okay, so the numbers are as follows. As we speak, MMRDA is the 5th largest urban development agency in the world. It is the largest urban development agency in the country. Its area extends over 6,800 square kilometers. Its planning jurisdiction is over 2,400 square kilometers. It has a vertical of metros. It has an engineering vertical which builds roads. It has a vertical which builds cities. It has a vertical which does planning. It has a vertical which does housing, slum redevelopment, and it has a vertical which raises finances, resources for this. So 6 verticals.
Yeah.
Currently, we are executing projects worth 3 lakh crores. And in the days to come, we have raised funding of $40 million as FDI. And we have raised 5 lakh crores as, domestic line of credit. So something like 90 to 100 billion dollars has been sort of tied up. So all these projects will happen in the days to come. Yes.
So MMRDA is currently executing projects worth 3 lakh crores. And what's the pipeline looking like for the next 3 years? Because that's what everybody gets excited about, especially the businesses that we cover, the companies that are involved, because everyone's looking out for bigger and better orders. So what's the bidding pipeline looking like for the next few years?
Yeah, so the bidding pipeline is something which we as a government don't like to give it out because it unnecessarily inflates the market, and it unnecessarily creates a competition. We have a very simple system that whenever we do a project, we first announce that we are doing the project. We prepare a detailed project report and then we float out the bids.
Sure.
So that is the way we will do the bids.
Sure.
I gave you the extent of investment that we have tied up. That tells you, and as I told in my speech, that the target is to raise the GDP of Mumbai from Mumbai Metropolitan region from 140 billion to 300 billion by 2030 and 1 trillion by 2047. So I think you can work the numbers backwards.
Okay, fair enough. So let me talk about some of the key projects that citizens also want to know more about it, and as the work start. And I think one, or let's say the next major mega project would be the connection between the Bandra-Worli link and the Sivri side of the city and the Atal Setu link finally. That also involves an area around Elphinstone, highly populated and dense. And there have been reports about how the work needs to start there, redevelopment of existing structures, the breakage of the Elphinstone Bridge. Now, in the past, in this area, we've seen that because of maybe the complexities, it's taken a very long time, 5 years with the Delhi's bridge, etc. What can citizens, and it's also the financial hub, one of the financial hubs through which this corridor will pass. So what can we expect this time?
Well, we are going to start the work after Ganpati. We have solved the problem. In fact, earlier about 19 buildings were getting affected. Now we have, engineering technology keeps on evolving. And now we have used advanced engineering. So we have shifted the alignment of the bridge in a very, very slight way. And by that, only 2 buildings are getting affected. 80 households will be affected. Those 80 households, their rehabilitation is all tied up and done. So we hope that the police gives us permission after Ganpati and we intend to start the work. Once we get the permission to demolish the bridge, it will take 12 to 14 months to complete the work.
12 to 14 months to?
Complete the work.
That is just the bridge work?
That is the bridge which will connect the coastal road to the Atal Setu.
Just 12 to 14 months?
To connect the bridge from coastal road to Atal Setu.
To Atal Setu. That's a massive headline, and I really hope and I wish your teams all the very best that they can execute along those timelines. So there you just heard that a connection between Atal Setu and the Bandra-Worli Sea Link perhaps in under 2 years, in just 14 to 15 months, if all goes according to plan. So that's one big project. The other, of course, is the expanding metro network in the city. Again, one key link that everyone's awaiting is from Worli, Acharya Atre Chowk, going all the way up to Kolaba. Where are we on the timelines over there?
So that is being executed by a company called as Mumbai Metro Rail Corporation, and that is a joint venture between Government of India and Government of Maharashtra, and that should be completed this year. In fact, very soon. And along with that, we will be opening another 20 kilometers of metro corridor. So in this particular year, approximately 50 kilometers of metro lines will be commissioned.
Okay, but there are some delays. It's sort of running behind schedule. But again, are you confident about the timelines now?
Yeah, we are very confident about the timelines now. But I will tell you, see, just now somebody was asking, why did you not do this and why did you not do that? The key point to understand that when you are working in Mumbai, then you are working in a existing place. It is not even brownfield. You can't call it brownfield. This is a fully developed city. It is a state of. It has to be. Sure. There are so many side issues, and these are engineering challenges. Number one. Number two is that, see, we are a democracy.
Sure.
And
absolutely.
everybody has his voice.
Yeah.
And he has the right to go to the courts and go to the authority. So I think we should respect that.
Yeah.
And number three is that the world had faced a huge pandemic, the COVID pandemic.
Absolutely.
That took away 2 years.
Yeah.
So with all this, if you see, then the projects are actually on time.
Okay.
In fact, if we discount the project, COVID pandemic, the Atal Setu is about 9 months before schedule.
Absolutely. I mean, no taking away from that. So, in this year itself, the metro reaches all the way to Kolaba, that particular line?
That is something that should happen.
In 2025?
Yes. And also, a total approximately 50 kilometers of metro line should be commissioned.
Okay, all right. The other, aspect that I must focus on, because obviously it became a big news event as well, was the Monorail. And thankfully, miraculously, with all the authorities coming together, there was no damage or loss to life or property. Everything was thankfully put together. But I know that there was an inquiry to figure out what the reasons were, and there were some reports indicating that some action was taken with respect to some personnel as well. But what are the learnings? Why did it happen? And where does it leave the future of the expansion of the monorail itself for the city, maybe in other parts?
So the monorail is not used much, and the monorail makes a loss every year. On that particular fateful day, when the railway line stopped, the monorail was working and the metro lines were working. And I would like to say that the metro and the mono, if they were having the appropriate number of passengers that they would have to, that they can carry, then it would have had that. In the case of the metro, the number of passengers was same as what it has a carrying capacity.
Okay.
So the metro has not stopped even for a minute.
Metro didn't, absolutely.
The mono stopped.
Yes.
Because there was a severe overload.
Because of the overload.
The harbour line failed. Because the harbour line failed, people came. And the mono is not designed for this kind of traffic.
But how does one mitigate this, sir? Because it's very tough to maneuver or control the flow of crowds, specifically in such circumstances.
So we will introduce better access control, because see, we never expected that this kind of crowd will come, and we will introduce better access control. We have now made an expert committee. That expert committee has 2 people from MMRDA, 2 independent experts, and one of them is from the IIT. So this expert committee will give us the suggestions, but essentially access control will have to be very properly put. We will also introduce new trains. That is something which we will do, and we will increase the monorail service. In fact, maybe by January next year, the line 2B, which can be opened up to Cadbury Junction this year, might be opened by up to Chembur.
Okay.
And once that happens, then this monorail becomes very key to connect it to line 3. So in fact, from eastern Mumbai, from Mandade to Chembur, via the monorail to line 3, and thereby right up in the western suburbs till Seeps and down to Kolaba, all that entire connectivity becomes a reality.
Okay.
So the monorail will definitely...
Some lessons from the event that happened, and perhaps better planning for any future eventualities. Sir, MMRDA, the city, and our tryst with flyovers, always a very hot subject, right? And off late, the latest arm of the SCLR, which comes and joins the Western Express Highway, that's come under a lot of criticism for causing traffic snarls. And people are asking, how was this not envisaged earlier at the conceptualization stage? So I must ask you this. I mean, where are we on it? Because the last thing people want is for money to be spent on an infrastructure project and for it to, exacerbate the problem rather than solve it.
So there is an old saying, you give a dog a bad name and hang it. And the SCLR unfortunately faced it. See, the SCLR was launched. It was a much looked after project. The project was delayed because we did not get land from the Navy, from one of the
authorities.
Land
authority, landowner.
After the land was given from the authority, then we were able to complete the project within 13 months. That was the time we took. The SCLR starts from, and ends at very, very sophisticated places.
Yeah.
It was designed by the experts in consultation with the BMC, with the traffic police, and on the day the SCLR started, Mumbai experienced rain as never before. Because it experienced rains like never before, the entire column, the entire traffic flow, it slowed down. Secondly, it was a weekend. And since it was a weekend, the people going out of the city, that traffic went up. That was the second
reason.
People
have been talking about near missed flights or actual missed flights because it's the lead up to the airport.
So it's very simple. You have to see on Google Maps and you leave at the right time. But I'll come again.
Yeah.
Then what happens? There is an underpass which is being constructed by the BMC.
Yeah.
Because of the monsoon, that underpass obstructed the traffic at the distal end, where we get down at the near Panvai school, at the distal end. Because of that, there was a pile up of traffic in the SCLR. Now, once the police is busy in the Ganpati and all these celebrations, once that is done, I can assure you, we will manage the traffic and this problem of the SCLR, which already is not happening now.
Yeah.
As we speak, SCLR. So
it's not a design flaw.
It's not a design flaw.
Okay.
It has been very well defined. It is beyond the SCLR. Something which is outside the SCLR. There is a design issue there.
Yeah.
That design issue will be rectified and we will have a traffic solution.
Okay. All right. So those are some of course, the key aspects. Coming to final thoughts, since you oversee a lot of these projects and also there is, of course, the way the development is happening around the new airport, say over the next 1 to 2 years, which are the projects that Mumbaikars can look most forward to, and which are the new project launches that you feel could substantially improve sort of ease of living in the city over the next couple of years?
So we will be completing the metro projects which are in the next 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years. We will be completing the metro projects which are being constructed at this phase. I think that is going to be the biggest thing. Secondly, we will also be completing the road projects that are being constructed at this particular point of time. We will be, building a vast network of roads in Thane district, which is highly congested. We will be building a vast network of roads in Raigad district, which is also getting congested. We would be building a new city. We will commence the development of Tisri Mumbai, the Mumbai 3.0. The technical name is KSC New Town, but it is called as Mumbai 3.0 or Tisri Mumbai by the citizens. So we will commence the development of Tisri Mumbai. We will also commence development of the growth centers all around MMRDA. So yes, there will be a lot of movement.
And coming back to where we started, which is the next big bids and big orders that will be going out for tendering. Will most of the money or the bulk of it, is it going to be spent more on metros, or is it going to be a lot of flyover projects as well, or overall multimodal sort of connector projects? How will the spends be over the next, say, 12 to 15 months?
The spends will be on metros, it will be on connectivity projects, it will be on area development.
Okay.
It will be, see, development has to be holistic. Okay. You just can't simply build a metro line or a road, or you can't just build a city. You have to see that a city is built, that city has the civic amenities, the city has a social infrastructure in place, the city has connectivity in place, the city has roads to approach, water supply.
Yeah.
So, for instance, 2 dams are being built now. One is the Poshir Dam and one is the Shelar Dam. The cabinet has given administrative approval to those 2 dams.
Okay.
So, we will be building, those 2 dams will be built. So, it will be a holistic development.
Yeah.
And the reason behind that is twofold. Number one, holistic development obviously is required.
Sure.
Number two, this is the fastest growing area in the country.
Yes.
And therefore, you just can't focus on one area. You just need to do a little more hard work. You know?
Absolutely.
And as we do those works, through you, I would like to tell everybody that there will be some short-term pain. But as they say, no pain, no gain.
No gain.
And we are getting the gains, and we are seeing projects being delivered one after the other.
Well, absolutely. And on that positive note, thank you so much. And really, the city hopes for better connectivity, faster connectivity, more satellite townships coming up. So therefore, better housing as well. And hoping for, of course, truly, a city that everyone's proud of and very happy to live in. Thank you so much, and good luck to your teams for
Thank
all
you
the
so much.
execution.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in to CNBC TV 18. Make sure you follow us and stay updated on all our social media platforms.